Hello and welcome to the 52nd episode of Baerly Rehearsed. This was an ongoing video series throughout the year 2023 where every week I wrote and performed a piece of comedy which I rehearsed some amount of. I'm Pat Baer and this is Clean Slate number 4. This is all the video ideas I didn't use. I did 4 of these, hence the name, every 13 episodes of the series. I just basically got rid of some ideas I just didn't think I was ever going to use. And I could have done that and just, not talked about it. But I decided, well, what if I didn't do 4 of them and instead did this and saved myself a little bit of time? But also sometimes those ideas, as I said them out loud, I was like, actually, you know what? I do want to make something with that. And so especially I think in this bracket here, the tail end of the year, there were some ideas from Clean Slate 3 that I ended up using right away because I was like, now that I say them out loud, I like them. So I'm going to go through the ideas we didn't use. And one of them actually was supposed to be last week's video. I talked about that in my preamble for last week where I had written and then performed a piece and recorded it and uploaded it. And then I had an incident in real life that I was like, this has to be in Baerly Rehearsed. Okay, well, that one will just go away. So I'll save that for last. If you haven't watched the Clean Slate video, I'm going to go through my premises, and then I'm going to go through my character lines, because that's kind of how my starting point there. My brainstorming is, I'll come up with a premise of, well, if this happened, and then I will, sometimes I will just have a character voice or a line of dialogue in my head, and I'm like, ooh, that could be something. So we'll go through those. This is probably the smallest of them because towards the end of the year, I wasn't going bonkers with ideas because I only had so many of them. I only really had 12 to record. But here we go. A guy who acts like he's on the World Poker Tour, but with Pokemon cards. Pretty self-explanatory on that one. The Who from Whoville that was on vacation and missed the Grinch turning good. I really like this idea. But I would have had to probably come up with a costume that I wasn't going to bother with. But I do think that's a fun premise. Turns out hell is awesome. Pretty self-explanatory. A pro wrestler who keeps refusing to win a title. Could have done that one. Could have been good. And as far as my premises go, the second best real estate agent in town. There's only 2 real estate. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm not going to record this again. I'm going to say this right because I misread what I wrote here. The second best real estate agent in a town with only 2 real estate agents. That's a clunky premise, but you get it. And it would come up there. Hey, I'm rated number 2. And just try to focus on that and then eventually reveal that there are only 2 real estate agents. So that's not a measure of quality being the second best. Here are some character choices, lines of dialogue, and sometimes I'm like, it should be in this voice, and sometimes I don't write that at all. This one is clearly, I would be going for an Alec Baldwin vibe, maybe not an impression. Christmas is for closers. Pretty self-explanatory with that one. Hey kid, hope you have a bad time. Don't mind me, I'm just here to fuck around and find out. I'm sorry, that is supposed to be in a southern drawl. Let me try that again. Don't mind me, I'm just here to fuck around and find out. It's the f that I think would make that. Yeah, I like that better with the southern drawl. I love 2 things, tacos and charity. I don't know what that guy would be, but that's a fun idea. I'm Dr. Stinky McNasty, and I'm running for New York City Comptroller. I mean, obviously, this would be a political ad. I'm Dr. Stinky McNasty, and I'm running for New York City Comptroller. He's just funny to me. I don't know. He's the Dr. Stinky McNasty. That's funny to me. Comptroller, also the funniest thing you can run for, in my opinion. Funny sounding. Is there a party in there? Which I think might be in another Clean Slate. The concept of beyond that door, there's a party. And I'm just curious about it. I don't know. I think I've come up with that more than once this year. And this one, which was recorded, is a video, and I might put up someday, but probably won't. Yeah, Dad, my last video went viral. I'm sorry. There's a whole character there with that about apologizing for your video going viral to your dad. It's a pretty funny one. I think it's like a 4-minute video, so I got into it. The script I've saved, the video I saved, it's on my hard drive. I could pull it out at any time. I probably won't because next year there's a new project, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to come back and see. But it will be a brand new project that is not related to this. The only tease I have given is that it will be vertical orientation because I am going to be uploading to YouTube Shorts, so they will be short as well, but also TikTok and Instagram because I think this one I can make a push with. I'm going to try to make a push. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much for, once again, indulging me in my year-long projects, some of which I think are very successful. Sometimes are things that I'm like, yeah, I did 52 of those. And I would say in this case, it is successful, and I am glad I did 52 of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.